Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with me, Nisi. Hi everyone! I put my shaders on to admire the sword, and you might be wondering, wow, where are you standing? This doesn't look like your base. Also, how beautiful is this? I'm not going to play the game like this, but this looks so good. What is that in the water? That's a fish? I actually finished the other side of the swords. We're actually not in my base here at all. This is the island I was using to get a lot of sand from before I had access to a desert. And I thought, you know what, to celebrate me finishing the backside of the sword. Wow, look at that. The sun just lit it up. I can feel the frames dropping right now. Yep, we won't be playing like this, but take a good look at the back of it. It looks exactly the same as the front. And that's wonderful. Oh my goodness. This game is beautiful with shaders. Lag. And here's the front. It looks exactly the same. And I'm so proud that I got it done. Oh, we're back to the default game now, and I can enjoy my smooth graphics now. One good thing about having a new graphics card is I can put on the shaders. Although, depending on what kind of shaders I use, it's still gonna struggle a little bit. But here we are in the vanilla graphics, I guess. And yeah, it's exactly the same. And guys, I cannot tell you how much of a pain this was to build. It was so boring because I had already built it once. I had no interest in doing that again, but I knew I should get it done, so I did. And now I am going to pretend like I built it for the very first time to show off. But I do think it looks really cool, especially the double kind of floating sticky out bits. I decided just to go for the same design on both sides because I was feeling lazy and I didn't want to come up with anything new, but that's also why it was quite boring, so I do not recommend. I probably should have just decided to do something new. But now we get to move on to the fun part, I hope. Part I'm kind of interested in trying, and that is doing the undersea bit and then doing the inside of the sword. So we have a little bit of a bad situation right now. Can I make this? Absolutely not. I wasn't even close. Okay, so right now I have a hole in the sword to get to this place I was using as sort of a makeshift base. And our double chest of gunpowder is nearly full from all the time we've been working here, so we're gonna need a bigger storage system. And we're gonna need a bigger place to hang out with a proper entrance, because this hole in the wall is quite difficult to get to. But first, I'm going to drag the sword all the way down to the bottom of the floor, and then I want to terraform this into something really cool. So we're gonna make a start by digging out the gravel that's here, and then putting the sword down all the way to the bottom. And I got some night vision, some water breathing, so we can see what we're doing here. We don't have to keep coming back up for water. And we've got our good helmet on with the respiration aqua affinity. Oops. So hopefully this should be quite quick work, and I'm actually really excited to dig up the stone because I am basically out of it. I've had to resort to melting cobblestone, which is not good because I am also always out of cobble because I always use my silk touch pick. And the cobble I have, I like to save for like redstone things that need a lot of cobble, like dispensers and droppers and stuff like that. Wait, dispensers build out a dropper, don't they? But yeah, you get my point. So I'm gonna dig out a little hole and then put the sword in like a little crater. Do I build the sword first or do I build a crater first? That is the question. For making the sword look properly submerged, I got some darker blocks here to use. So I'm gonna go with mud here. Yeah, okay, I think that'll work. That looks sufficiently dark. Go for mud at the start, and then we could maybe go into deep slate. I'm not sure if this deep slate looks like it's lighter. It does look like it's darker because of the shine on it. Okay, maybe we can go for either deep slate tiles, which I think are a little bit darker. That's blackstone. Deep slate tiles, let's try this. Okay, yeah, I think that's slightly darker. Go for deep slate tiles, and then maybe into either blackstone or black wool. I also love coal blocks, but I'm genuinely just out of coal. I really wish you could make charcoal into coal blocks, or if there was a charcoal block that looked very similar. Should I make this blackstone into something or just use it as it is? I think I'll just use it as it is. I didn't bring my shears, that's not good. Anyways, continue on like this. And then we're gonna come out of the water and see what it looks like. Because with night vision, it's really hard to tell. Well, it's a darker color. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to tell what this looks like until my night vision wears off. I forgot this was going to be a problem. Oh no. Please give me a trident. Nope. Alright, it's super difficult to see, especially because I am constantly sinking little by little. Unless you get close here, you actually can't see it. But I think from up here, which is kind of where you're going to be seeing it from. Now, there is going to be a bit of light at the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of light. But it mostly needs to be quite dark, and obviously those strips of white will really stand out. I will be getting rid of them. I think this looks pretty good. You can sort of tell one side's darker than the other, like the same way we have these light lines here. One's light, one's dark. Basically, we have the same thing here, and I think that works. One side here I used the basil, and the other one I used grey wool, and I think the basil looks better, so we'll be using that. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up then. If this wasn't underwater, I would absolutely blast this whole thing to smithereens with the size of the hole that I'm going to make, which does feel a little bit silly because it's underwater and it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but I've committed to this cool idea and I'm going to follow up with it. But it's actually taken so long. I'm thinking of setting up a conduit. I've never done one. I've looked it up, and apparently we need prismarine for that, which I don't have, so I'm now debating of what will take longer, going to get prismarine or just digging the hole out by hand. You know, I think I want to try at least. So while we have... Oh, cat drowned? What do you mean cat drowned? How did cat drown? No, what have I done? Hello? Cat? Which cat? Which cat was it? One, two... Oh, there was a cat here. Cat. How did the cat that was sitting here drown? That... Oh no, did I accidentally click it and it was following me and then it got stuck in the... Oh no, if that's what happened, it was so bad. Uh-oh. Anyways, I have one potion of water breathing left. Can we get the right amount of prismarine in 8 minutes? I don't know, but there's a guardian thing right over there. There it is. So I'm gonna get mining fatigue if I try to mine this right. So what's the best way? Is it just killing the guardians? I don't have my... Oh, yep, there's the mining fatigue. I don't have my chest plate, but let's just try to take one out and see what happens. What? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Oh, I am absolutely gonna take a lot of damage. I can't even rock it. I don't know how to rock it underwater sometimes. Sometimes I can rock it and sometimes I can't. Right, can we lure some of them over? Hello? Friends? Not friends? I don't think we're friends. I'm gonna drink this last potion. And grab some blocks that I can... Yes, I've got mining fatigue. I forgot about that. I can't grab any blocks to hide behind. Okay, we're just going in. We're just going in. I'm gonna try to get inside. I'm hoping the line of sight is going to reset. And then I can just kind of get a few of them at a time, maybe? Anyone like to come here and fight me? Now I really wish I didn't have knockback on my sword. Will this do more damage? Come on. Any moment now. That's like... It's like 4 axe hits. Are they not... Did they have regen or something? Oh, I didn't realize I can go up here. Okay, let's just go inside. Oh, that's really difficult to defeat, guys, isn't it? Oh, okay. Let's go for it. I think he's stuck. Oh, he's absolutely not stuck. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Oh! That really wasn't all that difficult. What's with this fish slapping sound? Yay, a sponge! I do actually need some sponges. But I really need some prismarine blocks, please. Is the mining fatigue gonna wear off now? Is the Elder Guardian's not here? Wait, that just recasted it. Does that mean there's another Elder Guardian in here somewhere? Oh, okay. I've got 4 minutes of water breathing left to try to find one. This place is big. Never really explored one, so I don't know if there's a specific path I'm meant to be following. I'm kind of just going where I haven't been. I feel like the Elder Guardian is going to be on the right side here, which is kind of straight ahead, because that's where the debuff kind of casted when I was on that side. That was good English. I'm panicking. This thing is a maze. Anything up here? Absolutely not. Ooh, a chest, which I cannot open. Oh, I can. Yay, buried treasure map. Oh, there's a cool little bit here to get some water, get some air. Where is this Elder Guardian? I feel like he's not on the inside, but if he should be, right? I got 2 minutes left, and I have no clue where this Elder Guardian is. I feel like he's in here somewhere in the ice. I can't see anything. Oh, these places are tricky. Oh, there's a cheeky way in here. Hello. Were you meant to be guarding this? Yeah, there he is. You're getting it. You're very nasty with those debuffs. Boom. Okay. Now, in 30 seconds after my water breathing thing wears off, I can mine. I just got debuffed again. Fresh 4 minutes, just as the other one wore off. So I'm off to get a bucket of milk and more potions to see if there's another really bad guy there. Let's see if we get debuffed again. I've got 1 bucket of milk and 3 potions. And, oh, no debuff so far. Whee! Can I go in and get some prismarine, please? Where's the safe spot? This is fairly safe. Oh. Yoink. Yoink. And you go away. I have no idea how this debuff thing works then. I thought if you killed all the Elder Guardians, you wouldn't get a debuff. I have been debuffed yet again. I don't know how this keeps happening. What's doing this? I don't know. There was obviously an Elder Guardian thing to show up. Let's drink another water breathing potion. Let's try to find the last guardian. Surely that's how it works, right? Do they don't respawn. Surely they don't respawn. Do people clear these things out otherwise? Okay, my subtitles confirmed there's definitely another one in here. Problem is, I can't find where it is at all. This is kind of the bit that triggers the sound effects. And I think it's up, but I can't find a way up. Oh, there's a way down though. Did this get closer? I just gave it such a fright. Where are you, silly little bugger? Found it. Finally hidden away in this stupid little area. Isn't this where I got the very first one? Take that. You have annoyed me beyond belief. Okay, if I drink my milk bucket, it's gonna remove my water breathing as well. That's okay, it's nearly done. Yay! Let's drink my water breathing again. Third time's the charm, right? I can just dig these up. Ooh, successful trip. I am so glad to have done that. Mostly because it's over now. And I'm sure having this conduit will help me very much. Now, I didn't actually check. Okay, I didn't actually check if I have enough Nautilus shells. how many do we need? 8, right? 1 heart of the sea and 8 nautilus shells. So let's find out here. Find out now. I would have put them in this chest. 8. Oh my god, 8 exactly. Fantastic. And does this just... Yes, conduit. Yay! Oh, is there no achievement for this? That's kind of sad. Okay, and then we need to surround them in some sort of shapey thing. I don't know exactly what we need to do here. Let's find out. Okay, we still have a little bit of water breathing left, so let's get this done. So I think what we need to do is we need to make a big square kind of thing for our conduit. Then we need to have a 1 block gap and then put a conduit in. Yeah, I think that's right. So we basically surround this with prismarine, like so. Make sure there's always a 1 block gap in between the conduit and the prismarine. That's the way I kind of visualize it. Ooh, look, it's activated already. Okay, cool. And then we can make this stronger by giving it more blocks. So we make another circle. Sorry, another square circle thing. Going the other way. Okay. And then I think we can technically do another one through the middle. Like this? I have no idea. I assume this is going to work, because this is what the photos on Google look like. This should have the biggest range around. So let's see, how far can I go away and still have this thing? Well, that's quite far. I still have the conduit. Okay, that's really far. The conduit cuts off around here. I think it lasts for a couple seconds longer, but this is kind of where it kicks in. And that's how far the conduit is away from me. So that's pretty cool that that kicks in that fast. This thing looks so cool. That's actually amazing. I've never seen this close up. And you can actually see the heart of the sea plus the nautilus shells around it. Which makes a crafting recipe make total sense. It looks so cool. The little particles around it, the little white strips, almost look like wind charges. Obviously this was added to the game way before wind charges, but it'd be interesting if you could upgrade it with that somehow. Like maybe, oh, adding wind charges to this, maybe it like boosts your swimming speed. I don't know. It's just a little one-off idea, but that looks really cool. Right, back to digging this. Let's see if we actually go any faster. So we stand on the ground to make it really fast so we're not swimming. I think it's faster. I cannot tell. I think it's a little bit faster. Okay, I have 3 whole sponges we're gonna try to use here to clean up some of the space. I want to bring this down all the way to basically sea level. I want to make sure my cats don't die here. I never really used a sponge before, so I've tried them by putting them in a furnace. How much water is this going to soak up? It's all just refilled. Oh, I should have seen this coming. What's the right tool for this? There no right... Oh. A hole, apparently. Okay. So maybe sponge no good? I don't know. I've used 2 at once. Okay, kinda works. I'm probably faster just using gravel than digging it out, but let's give this a go. First, we need to rescue our cats out of here. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh no. Get in the boat. Don't you dare drown. There we go. Using only 3 sponges took a very long time, an embarrassingly long time, but I have this all dried out now, mostly. Still a bit of water coming in through the sides here. And now my next step of action is to bring this little death pit thing down a little bit, not too much, because we want to have space to kind of walk across there at the bottom and put our double chests and everything down here. But yeah, we want to extend this down a little bit. Hopefully get rid of the campfires, just because I do find the sound of it can get a little bit annoying if you're standing here for a very long time. But yeah, we're gonna bring this down and expand our storage, and then once we've done all of that, I have like a nice little base to work with. I'm gonna start with all the terraforming I've yet to do at the bottom. I just realized I messed up. By having the hoppers face this way, they needed to go the opposite way and come down here because this is the front door. As you can see, that's my base, and I imagine this is the side I'm going to be traveling in most often, so I'm gonna need to swap all these hoppers, which is a little bit scary because obviously creepers are falling on my head. I think we're at the height now where nothing is surviving. Fingers crossed. Okay. Oh, it's going smoothly so far. Okay, we've got the chest system, and to be honest, I feel like 6 double chests will probably be enough for now. I can always expand it if I need to, but I want to spend my time on different things just now, so I'm gonna cover this up for a little bit of the core. Just a little bit. Oh no, what are you doing? Naughty. Okay. Obviously, things have gone wrong somehow. Why are you alive? How can we make you not alive? Do I need to put those campfires back in? I feel like I'm gonna have to put the campfires back in. We can't risk the mobs getting stuck down here. Whew. Oh, this is very much not safe. Hello? Hello? Somehow this guy threw the trident at me through this little gap here. I just barely missed. Where are you gone? Oh, you're down there. You've been a traitor. I think let's try it anyways. We have so much gunpowder, let's try blowing up the seafloor. But yes, I'm not in a grindy mood just now, so 30 TNT, that'll work. And then we need a flint and steel. And what's the best way to do this? We're gonna need to cover it up with some blocks. We have a bunch of gravel, so maybe this will work. What's a good try? I'm thinking, okay, I know exploding it in the water will do no damage, but if we go a little bit down and then we're going to do this real quick. I did not blow it up. Okay. Swap hands. I can't place it off. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is basically no explosion, but you know what's the good thing about blowing up near a gunpowder farm is we can get a whole bunch of TNT. So let's try something like this. Ooh. Ah, the second one was in the water. Okay. You can't really chain them, so I don't know if this is actually going to be faster than mining. We don't get smooth stone this way either, but that's okay. I've already got about 4 stacks of it just from taking it out by hand. Wait, I might have unlocked the tech here. This might work. Okay, there's a little bit of an issue here, but let's place a block down. Back up some TNT. Maybe 2 lower, there we go. And then close this up. Okay, that doesn't look like much, but if we open this up now, we've got a really big hole. And then if I just do a bunch of these and then just need to take off the top layer, and hopefully the water will sort itself out. That might be doable, actually. I made a few mistakes along the way and blew up under the sword by accident. Thankfully, we didn't really damage the actual inside bit, and I didn't realize just how many mobs would spawn in these little explosions before I cleaned everything up, so the next little bit of time actually fixing these little odd blocks left everywhere is going to be quite painful. I think they're mad at each other. But they're struggling to shoot each other here? What is going on? Look at the amount of arrows here. Come on guys, you're literally next to each other. How is this missing? Here, I'll help you out. Here we go. The concept is the sword landed from the sky and obviously when something lands with impact, you get a bit of a crater around it. So the idea was to make a little hole, a big hole rather, for the sword to kind of fit more in place. We're gonna work more on the crateriness of the hole later. For now, I was just focusing on having a hole in the first place, and it is quite tricky to see, but you can kind of see. You can kind of just barely see that there is in fact a hole down here. As we get closer to the heart of the sea here, the conduit, I'll take these off so I can actually swim properly. If you ignore the bazillion mobs in these little bits, this is one of those things that definitely looks better from above than right here. Like, look at this, still floating blocks everywhere. I've tidied it up a bunch, but obviously we're still having a few blocks here and there and a few mobs here and there. But I think it accomplishes the point of it, which is to be like an impact zone. These creepers are coming up from these little holes and then floating up. They're not falling off my creeper farm, thankfully. But yes, I will need to light this up so we don't affect our spawn rates. But now that we have this, which I think I'm not going to bother making it too much bigger. I think this is fine. Now that we have this, we are going to, at some point, maybe around here, very slowly, I am stuck. How did I get up? There we go. Very slowly, maybe every couple blocks, come up with a sort of wall. So when you have a crater, you have the impact zone and then the dirt, or the ground, the stone, everything here that's kind of been squished down also goes up against the sides there. And that's what gives it the cratery feel. I am not very good with my words today. But basically, we're gonna imagine that a lot of this ground that's been sunken in and displaced has been displaced kind of here. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of this stuff kind of going up that ways. It's really hard to see, and it's gonna look like oh dear. Wow, there's creepers everywhere. It's gonna look like nothing for a good time, right? For a good while. But those magma blocks over there, I'm gonna start putting some of them in here. I got some here just for lights, so you can see them from afar. Maybe let's put one here under the scaly. Yeah. Oh, look at them. They're dancing. We're gonna start lighting the place up. I'm also gonna put in glowstone and other blocks that give off light. We are officially done. Yay! It's finally done. It was that stage of the project where I'm out of things to say and I just kind of put my head down and work through it, and it's complete. So let's show it off. Here's the sword, and here is actually a very good view of the crater and what I've done with it. Does it look like a big hole? Yes. That was the main point. And yeah, there's things about it that I could improve, and a little bit more time would definitely improve this thing. But I am done with it, and I think it looks actually so cool, especially as you're more directly above it. You start seeing those magma blocks and everything. That looks so good. And I added a little AFK spot here at the top as well, just to finish off the handle. If I can make this. I did, just barely. I think that was actually the first time I nailed that. Anyways, that is my ender chest. Have a little AFK platform here. I think this is basically the spot where we get really good rates in the farm down below. So AFK here if you need gunpowder. And then once you're done, we can jump down here. Whee! And we have a little hidden door right here to our dropped area. We're getting a bunch of gunpowder, and this is honestly just plain empty. I have no idea what to put in here just now, if anything. We just have all this extra space for storage if needed. And we can have a fairly good look of the crater from here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Bugging out the graphics there so you can have a good look without the water filter on it. I mean, it's just a big hole. It is just a big hole in the floor with some magma blocks. I added some deep slate around here, and I guess the big thing I did was extend the sword downwards even more. And then we added these resin blocks, which, for some reason, by the way, look at this. These ones are all fine, and then if I put one like here, it bugs out the water. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one bugs out the water. It makes no sense. Yes, I gave up on putting these resin things everywhere because I don't know why half the time they just don't work properly. I'm sure it's something to do with like water source and full blocks, but I would have thought everything down here is a full block, but apparently not. Anyways, it's finished up from this side. We still have the conduit, which I will keep for now because I have nowhere else to put it. And I like being able to see this whole thing. And I guess we can just wrap up the episode here. Since we started the episode with shaders, let's end it with shaders on as well and have one good look. How cool does the underwater bit look here? I think it's only for this though. As soon as we actually leave the ocean, things are gonna start looking quite bad because you can't really see. The little reflection thing on here is just a bit too strong to see the bottom of the ocean. How cool does the sword look? I went for a really simple handle on top, mostly because I was lazy, but also anything complicated I tried on there felt like it was taken away from the design in the middle. So I think that works. It's simple, but it works. And yeah, you can't really see the crater much with the shaders on. Sort of as you get really close, but not too much. So yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!